From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And, right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get. Him down at about the 40.
Ready. Yellow lady. 21. 11.
Play action. Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Ready. You ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Gun! 11. Hey, let's go. 39. Hey, gun. Right. We go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Field comes New Orleans. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ready. You waiting? Got it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Get set. Left. Ready. You waiting? Yes, up.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fight. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This is Coleman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ready? You ready? Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Kill. Got it. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good set.
They go with a fullback line. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. Waiting. Two. Over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready. 90. Easy, kill, kill. Sammy. Hey, easy. Under. 12. Sammy. Under. 12. Ready, protect.
On play action, it's Breeze. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
11. Got it. 21. Ready, protect.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And going deep for Hill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. This time a spin. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 21. 11. Ready, protect.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
11. 11. Ready, protect.
Breeze now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. 11. Ready. You waiting? Hey, easy.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 0-2. Ready. You ready? Play shot. Ready for shot.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. Ready. You waiting? Hey, 2. Let.
To throw is Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
11. Ready to go. You ready? 4 down. Right. Ready to go.
Now Ryan, and he will find Ridley on the left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. You ready? Go. Gun. 12. Hey. No. Me.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, replace. Get out. Wait. Let him go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
39. Ready. You ready? Check 43.
Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Here we go. Level.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ready. 21. 21.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down.
Left. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got his man on the comebacker. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gun. 20.
Now Ryan on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take